So, when talking about violence with martial artists today, especially, it seems like more so today than it was even in my time, but before my time. The problem is martial artists today talk about violence from a martial artist point of view. There's very little combat. There's no wars. There's no bloodshed really that most of the recreational martial artists see or have seen or for sure have gone through. So they equate everything to what they learn in a dojo. And this tends to be a very, very grave mistake each and every time. You see, the reality of real violence is that it has shit to do with martial arts. Shit to do with it. I've told this to people on podcasts. I've wrote it in articles and in my upcoming book. And I've gotten some flack over it, but I'm going to go ahead and just tell it again because I know it to be true, because I have had bloodshed. I have bled. I have been forced to do things to other humans to stop them from making me bleed even more. And so the truth of the matter is this. Real violence exists outside of comfort, whereas martial arts, especially today, is very comfortable. Very comfortable. Air-conditioned rooms, padded floors, soft gis, friends that you've known. It's no more hardwood floors or concrete. It's no more, hitting makwara boards or trees, or it's very comfortable because we need to make a living. We don't want to run people off. We don't want to hurt people and that. But even past that comfort, even the most hardcore schools around still to this day, it doesn't equate to real violence. You see, real violence is outside of all martial art thought. For example, I saw a post out there of a person going something to the extent, a pro MMA fighter, you're telling me that your eye jab or whatever martial art you're doing will work on them in the street. And my first thought is simple. It's hell no. Eye jab Bone Jones, he'll shake that shit off. But if I spit in his face and run him over with a Jeep, hit him with a brick, one of my blades bite flesh off. You see, this is what people don't want to fucking talk about. This is real violence. This is real violence management. Violence management is not sport. Violence management has nothing to do with the classroom. Violence management is pure chaos, educated chaos. This is why I was always successful, because I understood this. I never sparred with anyone. And you got to understand something. The last 10 years of me working club doors was in a town that MMA school was on every corner. And by the MMA school was a meat house or a fitness gym with, big old swole dudes. These are the kind of people I saw on a daily basis. And if they wasn't training hard and busting their ass, they at least had the tap out t-shirt, or it later became American Fighter and what's that other one? I don't even damn remember. But so everybody that walked in the facility, you knew right away that they were trained, or at least had the t-shirt and pay-per-view. This is who we were fighting. And most of them were half my age. And there's people that's going to watch this right now when I post it. People that were there fighting beside me, or people that witnessed it. There's hundreds of them on my Facebook page, and they will all tell you the same thing. It always ended the same, no matter who these people were. And the reason is simple. It's not because I was a better fighter. It's not because I was younger and more athletic. I've been broken since 2010. 2010 was my last good year. It was none of that. It was because I'm fucking mean. And it was because I understand violence better than they do. They understood the dojo. I understood violence. The first is with the mostest is the bestest. The most surgical and barbaric manner to end the altercation quickly. These are things that are not talked about in today's martial arts schools, and they should be, because in this day and time, it seems to me that we're dealing with death and rage and evil more than ever before. In my 46 years of living in it anyway, I've never seen anything like it before. So I talk about this in my upcoming book a lot. I have a whole chapter dedicated to it. But my point is this: you can't just be a martial artist anymore. Now you have to become a student of real violence. And sometimes that's distasteful. That's more challenging to do than training hard on the mats every day, even, because you don't want to think about this stuff. But the facts of the matter is, if you want to be a real martial artist, you have to bring back in the martial part. And I think the martial part is what is lost today in martial arts schools around the world. So, I don't know who this is going to reach or who this is going to see, but at the very least, listen. I tell people this all the time. If you're sport focused, that's awesome. It's beautiful. These guys are world-class athletes, and I love watching them, especially the young up-and-comers who are so passionate, and they may be passionate a different way than I was up-and-coming, but they're so passionate about it, and I love watching it. But if you don't devote a little bit of your time to fucking learning how to thrive in chaos, then there might come a day, unfortunately, and I hope not for you, but there might come a day where you find yourself in a situation where all of that training, it was null and void. It won't help you any, because martial arts and violence management are not the same thing. And if any instructor tells you so, that instructor has never seen or been a part of violence since the 6th grade in a soccer field. Mark my words. Ask them about it. All right, Guru Billy Brown. Stay frosty. Keep moving forward. Talk to you guys soon.